Please welcome the faculty, Professor Emeriti, and administrators of East Stroudsburg University. Please welcome the candidates for the Doctorate of Education in Administration and Leadership Studies. Please welcome the candidates for the master's degrees in the Graduate College. Ladies and gentlemen, the East Stroudsburg University Grand Marshal, President and University Senate, and Professor and Chair of the Department of Physics, Dr. Robert Cohen. Ladies and gentlemen, the honored platform guests. Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker this evening, Ms. Angela Harrington. Ladies and gentlemen, President of East Stroudsburg University, Dr. Marcia G. Welsh.
Good evening. My name is Marcia Welsh and I am president of East Stroudsburg University. Welcome everyone, faculty, family, friends, and especially the graduating class of 2018. And I'm going to leave you standing because you're going to have to stand again in a minute. So we do pause today to celebrate you, those of you standing as our newest graduates, and your significant academic accomplishments. With those assembled, all please stand for the singing of the national anthem led by Angelico Ramirez, ESU Junior, accompanied by the East Stroudsburg University Commencement Band under the direction of Mr. Vincent LaRosso. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Thank you, Angelica. And please, everyone, be seated. Commencement is a very special day for you, our graduates, for your families and loved ones, and for our entire campus community. There are moments to be treasured in the life of a university, and this is one of them. Today we gather in this place illuminated by the light of your success. All of us, family, friends, faculty, and staff, enjoy the glow of your achievement. It gives us great pleasure to celebrate your triumph today, and we do so with the same shameless pride families take in the accomplishments of one of their own. This year, your class will be part of history as you graduate during East Stroudsburg University's 125th anniversary. ESU has a very proud history, and you are now a part of that legacy. Today, as we focus on our incredible graduates, we also recognize those who share in their accomplishments. Will the faculty and professional staff with us today please rise, and please, everyone, join me in showing our appreciation for these dedicated mentors and teachers. Thank you so much for all that you do. This evening, we are here to celebrate your achievement of attaining your master's degree, and for 4 of you, the hard journey you have taken to earn your doctorates. All of you had the support of many people throughout your time at ESU, and many of them are here with you tonight to celebrate this great achievement. I know that you have thanked them over the years, but it's time to thank them again. So graduates, please rise, face your families, and give them the ovation they deserve. Thank you all for your support of our graduates. You may all now be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce members of the platform party, and I ask that you withhold your applause until all have been introduced. When I call your name or university affiliation, please stand and remain standing. First, Mr. Marcus Lingenfelter, Vice Chair of the East Stroudsburg University Council of Trustees. Our commencement speaker, Ms. Angela Harrington. Our graduate student commencement speaker, Mr. Wenshao Alvin, aka Alvin Shang. Members of President's Council, academic deans and their designees, the recipients of the 2017 Distinguished Professor Award, Mr. Gregory Dwyer, Professor of Exercise Science, and Dr. Pat Smeaton, Retired Professor of Early Childhood and Elementary Education, President of ESU Student Senate, Chelsea Roberts-Williams, President of the ESU Alumni Association Board of Directors, Mr. Frank Johnson, and our Grand Marshal, President of the University Senate and Professor and Chair of the Department of Physics, Dr. Robert Cohen. Thank you. Mr. Marcus Lingenfelter is a 1995 alumnus and current Vice Chair of ESU's Council of Trustees. He has served the Council full-time since 2010 and also served a term as a student trustee during his senior year while on campus here at ESU. Professionally, Mr. Lingenfelter has spent 2 decades advancing the cause of education by serving public and private institutions, national and international nonprofit education associations, and most recently as Senior Vice President at Edmentum, the 50-year-old education technology pioneer formerly known as Plato Learning. Trustee Lingenfelter's unwavering commitment to ESU, stemming from his days as an undergraduate student leader, includes the Council and nearly 10 years on the ESU Alumni Association Board. Moreover, he has represented the university in a statewide capacity as both President of the Pennsylvania Association of Councils of Trustees and board member of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education Foundation. A native of nearby Hazleton and a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, Marcus has made serving his alma mater a high priority, whether formally or informally, for nearly the last 3 decades. It is my pleasure to ask Vice Chairman Lingenfelter to bring you greetings from the Council of Trustees.
Thank you, President. Thank you, President Walsh. Good evening. For you graduates, first, allow me to thank you. Your alma mater thanks you. Your communities back home and those places where you're going to live, thank you. Your chosen professions, thank you. And society as a whole, thanks you. We have before us immense opportunities and tremendous challenges across the globe. We need everyone to be engaged. Critical thinkers who rely upon evidence-based decision-making have never been more needed in society today. So we thank you. I also challenge you. I challenge you to take on the hard missions. Challenge you to find answers for our society's most vexing problems. Challenge you to never stop thinking about how you can apply what you've learned here to solve those problems in your community, in your profession, and in society. We have all the talent we need to solve society's problems right here in this room. Computer scientists, biologists, public health professionals, management and leadership professionals, and of course, education leaders. Let it not be forgotten, it takes 20+ years to raise and educate your replacements to fill those chairs. So those education leaders among you have an especially critical mission that they must undertake. And lastly, on behalf of the Council of Trustees, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and as a fellow alumnus of this 125-year-old institution of higher learning, I congratulate you. I congratulate you, your families, and your communities on this important milestone. I extend to you very best wishes, and as a fellow alumnus and member of this global society, I look forward to learning of your tremendous success. Congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee Lingenfelter. Good evening. My name is Chelsea Roberts-Williams, and I am the president of East Stroudsburg University Student Senate. ESU has a tradition of having a graduate student commencement speaker. And this evening, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our speaker, Mr. Weng Xiao, or Alvin Shang. Mr. Shang will be receiving his master's degree in professional and secondary education. If you ever run into Alvin, he is known around campus as an all-around great student with a personality that matches his smile and friendly disposition. He came to ESU in 2016 from Beijing, China, to further his education and fully submerge himself in American culture and deepen his understanding of learning without borders. He did that and more. Alvin has held positions in the Office of International Programs, updating the department's website, acting as a translator for Chinese students, and helping Chinese professors adjust to the life in the United States. He is also a graduate assistant for the Student Activities Association, working to ensure commuter students were engaged and involved on campus, and a coordinator of the Global Week Committee. Alvin has also served as the coordinator for a faculty-led study abroad trip to China during the summer of 2017, acting as a liaison between 18 faculty members and students and the host Chinese universities. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Mr. Alvin Wenxiang Alvin Shang.
Thank you. Thank you, Chelsea. I love you too. 大家好。在我的演讲开始之前，我想借此机会感谢我的家人和朋友们。没有你们的支持，就没有今天的上文小。 同时感谢在 ESU 的所有华人教职员工，感谢同胞们的支持，感谢大家。Shall I continue in Chinese? All right. I grew up as a farm boy in China, and my hometown is rural and underdeveloped. Never in my early life had I dreamed of graduating with a master's degree from the United States of America. Yet I am here because of education. Education has empowered me. As we Chinese always say, that education is the only way out and is the only way up. Out of poverty and up the social ladders. As a graduate international student from our wonderful education programs, I would like to talk about education empowerment today. Life is a journey, so is learning. We have students like me who came from all over the world, migrating to the United States of America, seeking truth and knowledge. I came here as an international student, and I graduate as a warrior. We also have lifelong learners who, after seeing and experiencing life, continue pursuing education. I say to all of you, my friends, carpe diem, seize the day. There is one question, though, I keep asking myself. That is, why do we need education? Why do we need education? Why do we want to study? Why do we want to study for our masters, our doctorate degrees? Is it because a higher degree would make us get paid more? Maybe. Or is it because when we have a higher degree, it's more likely that we can get a promotion? Maybe. Or is it more likely that knowledge can give us ultimate enlightenment? Could also be true. Either way, we shall all have respect for knowledge. Learning should be a humble process of digesting information and making sense of the world. Well, I'm still trying to make sense of why the winters of the Poconos are so long and why we jump right from winter into summer. So I'm trying to make sense of the world still. I say, respect knowledge, but do question every input of knowledge. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to the anti-intellectualism. I question because I respect. I was once told by a very wise man that the difference between being knowledgeable and being wise is the ability to think critically. As one of the legendary Confucians, Mencius had said that 尽信书则不如无书. Meaning, if you believe in everything, every word you read, better not read. I think it's a very catchy phrase, right? So we probably should have put it in the most creative American cuisines are fortune cookies. Put it something like, wait, I got a fortune cookie, but it fell on the ground. I got a fortune cookie. Probably I'm the first graduate speaker to bring a fortune cookie on stage, right? I'm gonna open it and see what's in there. All right. So it says, if you believe all that is said in the fortune cookies, there better not be fortune cookies. I might frame that. I like that. So education as empowerment should have no boundaries, as learning should be accommodated and should be free from restraints. Confucius once said, I love that man. Confucius once said that instruction knows no class distinction. 有教无类. In my humble opinion, instruction should be aware of class distinction and should adjust accordingly. Instruction should know no discrimination. We have to admit that class distinction and inequity do exist in all societies. It is what we do to break the barriers and the social ceilings that matter. Education can also be enlightenment. We get inspired by knowledge, like how Prometheus used the stolen fire to inspire humankind. All men and women are created equal, yet we have to admit that there is still injustice, where this empowerment is not accessible to everyone fairly. Through education, we can learn to better understand inequity. That inspires us to make changes to the world, to make it a better place. My passion is to bring more educational opportunities to the ones in need and to empower them through education, like the way I have been given the opportunities to be empowered. I want to take this opportunity to express my gratitude. I want to thank this great audience for bearing with me and my Chinese and the fortune cookies. I want to thank my amazing Mama Linda and Sister Laura, who drove from Virginia this morning. I want to thank Mary, Becca, and many more beloved ones for all the love and support. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sneese and Dr. McCall, for leading me into the fight against inequity. I appreciate all the mentoring. The list goes on and on. I feel proud to be an ESU warrior. All this is because of the great support I receive from my SAA family, Mr. Steve Ives from the International Office, Provost Bruno, and of course, Ada, Kevin, Dr. Bajer from the Graduate Office, and President Welsh. All of you and many more have made this opportunity, have made this community welcoming. On behalf of all the Chinese community and the international student community, 谢谢, gracias. Also, I want to give a very special thanks to Mr. Mike Southwell, who introduced me to this amazing ESU community years ago when he visited China. Without Mr. Southwell, there will be no Alvin today. Thank you, Mike, for empowering me. This journey has shown me that learning should have no boundaries, no borders, no walls, unless it's the great one. Otherwise, how can we make sure that another farm boy from China get education from East Stroudsburg University? Thank you very much.
Mr. Sheng, on behalf of the university community, thank you so much. Congratulations. We love your Chinese. That works for us. I wish I could do that, but you're just going to have to live with my English. We do wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Very much.
Each time I stand before a class on the brink of graduation, a favorite moment is the introduction of a commencement speaker who has the capacity to offer encouragement, challenge minds, ignite new ideas, and offer insight into what comes next. This evening's keynote speaker, Angela Harrington, an Emmy Award-winning journalist, currently serves as the Vice President of Communication and External Relations at Berkeley College and is responsible for 8 campus locations and online programs. As an entrepreneur at heart, she founded Women's Entrepreneurship Week at Berkeley College. This program is a global initiative held in partnership with other universities to bring a voice to women in business. In 2017, Mrs. Harrington was a fellow at the Harvard University Graduate School of Education Institute for Educational Management and Women in Education Leadership Programs. She is also rocking in her warrior red shoes, I have to say. It is now my pleasure to introduce this evening's keynote speaker, Ms. Angela Harrington.
And I did have a fortune cookie this afternoon, and the message inside said, "You are going to meet some fierce warriors tonight," and I want to say congratulations to the class of 2018. Alvin, I just want to say you are one fierce warrior. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
President Welsh, Dr. Bruno, Vice Chair Lingenfelter, trustees, my dear friend Dr. Bill Bajer, distinguished faculty, guests, and graduates, it is an honor to be here today to celebrate the commencement of East Stroudsburg University, your graduate school. Graduates, you worked hard to get here. And I want to say one more time, congratulations. Let's hear it for our graduates. I want to introduce you to my husband, John, and my daughters, Lauren and Gabrielle, who are here this evening. Along with all the families who have supported our graduates, I support you, the families and friends and significant others who helped make this day possible. I also want to congratulate the faculty because you are in the front lines of education. You helped lead these graduates to the graduation stage. Congratulations to you. Let's hear it for our faculty. In 2018, ESU celebrates its 125th anniversary. ESU's graduate college is much younger, though, and I can say that. It's 56 years old. I'm a little younger, but 56 is a good age. Graduates, you are the future, and the future is now. Today, ESU confers a doctoral degree in educational leadership and administration to 4 students: Madeline Demerly Acosta, Katie Quartuk, Isabel Resende, and Gregory Troxell. Congratulations to you. Here is another milestone. In 2012, the Board of Governors for the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education hired Dr. Marsha Welsh as ESU's first female president. It took 119 years, but it's progress, and that deserves recognition here this evening. I am honored to be standing here on the same campus as former First Lady Barbara Bush, who 17 years ago spoke to ESU students at convocation just 17 years ago, 9 days after the terrorist attacks of 9/11. Mrs. Bush discussed the impact of teaching and learning and literacy. She said, "If all people could read, write, and comprehend, so many of our social problems would be solved." Mrs. Bush believed those who can learn can work and contribute to society. Teaching and learning and preparing future educators is the ongoing legacy of ESU. Here is what I admire about ESU and the Graduate Studies program. I admire how ESU leverages its roots in education with innovation, entrepreneurship, and community. ESU's deep-rooted tradition of educating the educators is interconnected with the vitality of Monroe County and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. ESU is an anchor institution driving the innovation economy in the Poconos region. In years to come, the impact of these efforts will be felt from Monroe County and Lehigh County to Pike and Wayne counties. New ventures are percolating at the East Stroudsburg University Center for Research and Economic Development. For instance, the Pocono Mountain Keystone Innovation Zone provides incentives to startup companies and early-stage firms in designated growth industries. These industries include healthcare, life sciences, nanotechnology, information technology, new media, and back-office finance. The ESU Innovation Center and Made in the Pocono Mountain Initiative promotes all goods made in the Poconos. After seeing the list of businesses and what they produce, I am shopping at Callie's Candy Kitchen and Pretzel Factory in Mountain Home on the way home tomorrow to pick up some treats with my family. I know that was one of our incentives for getting my kids here today. I didn't need any incentives. We're all very happy and so honored. Many view the Poconos as a tourist destination for hikers, nature lovers, and people who want a vacation, a spot for family vacations. In fact, last year I took my family, my husband and I, to Bushkill Falls to enjoy a nice weekend getaway, the same destination that my own parents took me to when I was growing up, and it's nice to be able to share that tradition with my daughter. When one views ESU's symbiotic relationship with Montgomery County and the surrounding municipalities through the lens of research and innovation, one can begin to understand ESU's influence on the future of the Poconos region as a land of entrepreneurial ventures. ESU's movement toward research collaborations is strengthening its global relevance. The first of these initiatives is Limeade, a faculty-student research project that resulted in the development of a tick testing kit that could be applied to humans and animals. One can see how ESU is staking its place in global higher education as a university without walls. With your breathtaking arboretum on campus, one could say ESU is a university of many trees, including the golden rain tree, which grows in Beijing, China. The golden rain tree might be familiar to our student speaker, Alvin Chang. When East and West meet in the classroom and on America's college campuses, this exchange is invaluable. Students learn from the teachings of ESU's faculty, and they learn from each other. You learn about languages, traditions, and values that bring an appreciation of people from other cultures and continents. The more knowledge we acquire and the more we do to gain the necessary credentials to advance teaching and learning and innovation, the better off we will be as citizens of the world. Now, I would like to tell you something about myself. I grew up in the city of Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is an industrial city just outside of New York, about 20 minutes outside of New York, with about 124,000 residents. I never expected to be addressing a graduate school at a commencement. In fact, I had a lot of anxiety about speaking with you today because I wanted you to walk away with some sage advice. I wanted to make an impact, and then I realized the best way I could make an impact was just to tell you a little bit about myself. I am the daughter of Italian immigrants. I come from a hardworking family. Neither of my parents knew English when they came to this country. My mother graduated at the top of her high school class at a private parochial school in the city of Elizabeth. She later attended Rutgers University as a working single mother and rose to become an executive in a nationally known food company. My father was a woodworking craftsman and an entrepreneur who built a very successful company. I came to appreciate the values of communicating and community growing up with parents who were involved in the Italian-American enclave and in local government. I learned to speak Italian so I could communicate with my grandparents and other family members and friends. I entered college actually thinking that I would be a lawyer, but I soon found that I enjoyed bringing a voice to the community and the process of providing information to the public. To me, that was serving the public good. I began my career as a journalist while still in college. I wanted to make a difference in my city, so one day I walked into the newsroom of my hometown paper, the Daily Journal, and I persuaded the managing editor to hire me, at least give me a shot. After a few assignments, and they weren't very exciting assignments, covering planning board meetings and Board of Education meetings, and believe me, they haven't changed much in recent days. But after a few assignments of covering these meetings, I was asked to cover one of the main beats on the paper, the county government beat. On my first day on that beat, I broke a story on jail overcrowding. It was my first front page story. That story eventually led to conditions improving at the jail. That's when I realized the power of impactful communications and what it could have on achieving results in the community. Soon afterward, I pursued a local broadcast career. Then I did an entrepreneurial turn by starting a public relations firm. The contacts and professional associations I made while running my business led me into higher education. As much as I love breaking news stories and interacting with the community and operating my own business, the most fulfilling part of my career has been my role in higher education. When I look back, and I can see now that my career mobility has been aligned with my ability to seize opportunities. And then, when I seize those opportunities, I run with them. My path has not been linear. Actually, it's been more of a zigzag. The relationships I have made along the way in all areas of my life have been integral to my success. I have evolved in my career with the changing technology of delivering communications and communicating with and engaging the public. Today, in my role at Berkeley College in New York and New Jersey, and I have to give a shout out to my college, Berkeley College, I have a passion for helping students, many of them from challenging circumstances, receive higher education. I am so privileged to work with amazing colleagues, faculty, associates, and students to extend Berkeley College's reach to the communities we serve and to put a face on what success looks like when first-generation and non-traditional college students earn a college degree. Many people will tell you success is about finding your passion. For me, success is putting passion into everything you do. When others see you put your best foot forward and you put your best into everything you do, they will respect you for it. As you move forward in your careers, you will be in positions to influence the lives of many individuals and communities through your work. Whether you are building careers as teachers, administrators, entrepreneurs, scientists, health professionals, business people, whatever you do, you will be leading teams and setting an example for what it means to be a leader. Before you can lead, though, you must learn to walk in the shoes of those you serve. In business, they tell you, know your customers. In education, we tell you, know your students and the communities they come from. As educators and citizens of the world, we must have the compassion to see into the lives of our students, especially in underserved communities, where children, young adults, and families face food insecurity, economic hardship, and fractured homes. Despite these obstacles, it is often the compassion of a teacher, an athletic coach, a mentor, a neighbor, a member of the faith-based community who inspires students to believe in themselves. In the words of Confucius, if your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children. We can see that ESU is on a 125 years plus plan, and you, graduates, are part of this destiny. I want you to give yourselves another round of applause here. The art of communicating is more complex than ever because of the explosion of information access, the dissemination of data, and the exchange of dialogue on the supersonic information highway. As consumers of news and information, it is important to discern real news from fake news. Because of the dominance of digital media, part of your competitive advantage as leaders will be in your ability to rapidly position messaging and information to engage people and communities, and to engage the people and the communities you serve. This is just one part of the equation. While technology allows us to communicate and sustain relationships across borders, to be really successful, you need to have actual face time and bring humanity and the human element to your leadership. As graduates of ESU, a university without walls, I hope you consider yourselves professionals and innovators without walls. Continue seeking knowledge and shining your ESU light by staying connected to your local community, where you will have the biggest impact, and by pursuing your path to the future with passion as citizens of the world, as graduates of ESU Graduate College. Congratulations.
Angela, on behalf of the university community, thank you for your remarks and your words of wisdom. It is exciting to be at an innovative entrepreneurial university, and so thank you for being with us on this important day for our graduates. To begin the formal conferring of degrees ceremony, I would like to call upon the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Joe Bruno.
On behalf of the staff, faculty, and deans of the colleges, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our graduate commencement. This ceremony will allow us to highlight the achievements of our graduates who have met the academic requirements for doctoral and master's degrees. Their original thesis, completed at ESU, will become part of the permanent collection in Kemp Library. During this ceremony, each candidate for doctoral and master's degrees will be hooded by his or her graduate coordinator. East Stroudsburg University is now proud to award doctoral degrees to Madeline S. Demerel Acosta, Katie S. Quartok, Isabel C. Resendi, and Gregory A. Troxel. Will the candidates for the doctoral degree please rise and proceed to the platform at this time along with your degree advisor. These candidates have completed their coursework and successfully defended their dissertations in the ESU Doctorate of Education program in Administration and Leadership Studies. This accomplishment represents not only a milestone for them, but as we know, years of hard work. President Welsh, I am proud to report that the candidates have successfully completed the requirements for the Doctor of Education degree, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Director of Graduate Studies, are ready for the conferment of this degree.
By action of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of East Stroudsburg University, the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. As testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a doctoral hood that signifies your attainment of this advanced degree and a diploma bearing the official seal of East Stroudsburg University of Pennsylvania.
Dr. Allison Rutter will present the doctoral hood to Dr. Madeline S. Demerel Acosta. Dr. Acosta, Dr. Acosta's dissertation is entitled, "What is it like to be a second language learner in a high school today? A multiple case study of English language learners in a suburban school district in Pennsylvania." Dr. Doug Lair will present the doctoral hood to Dr. Katie S. Kortuk. Dr. Kortuk's dissertation is entitled "Student Reflections, Media Literacy and Learning Analytics." Dr. Doug Lair will now present the doctoral hood to Dr. Isabel C. Resende. Dr. Resende's dissertation is entitled "An Action Research Study of Teachers' Use of Learning Analytics as a Formative Practice." Dr. Doug Lair will now present the doctoral hood to Dr. Gregory A. Troxel. Dr. Troxel's dissertation is entitled "The Mentoring Program for Newly Appointed Public School Superintendents in New Jersey, a Sequential Mixed Methods Study."
Doctors Acosta, Cartouche, Resende, and Troxel, as recipients of the highest degree that a university can confer, you have a special obligation to our society. We are confident that you will make significant contributions to your profession. The trustees, faculty, staff, and I congratulate you. You may return to your seats. Thank you so much.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? President Welsh, upon recommendation of the faculty, I present these students to you for conferring of their graduate degrees. These candidates have satisfied all curriculum requirements and academic standards established for their degrees and have been approved by the faculty.
The Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, the Director of Graduate Studies, and the faculty have certified that you have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree awarded in your field of study and are qualified to have that degree conferred upon you. Therefore, by virtue of the authority invested in me by the Council of Trustees of East Stroudsburg University, the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and honors pertaining thereunto. Will the graduates please be seated?
Dr. William Bajer, the Director of Graduate Studies, will now present the candidates for the master's degrees.
Graduate coordinators and advisors, please lead the candidates for the master's degrees in your discipline to the platform for the awarding of diplomas.
Dr. Ko Mishima will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Arts in Political Science. Anthony J. Caprario. Mathilde Tank Meunier. Dr. Holly Wells will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Arts in Professional and Digital Media Writing. Stacy Holler. Adam Paul Nystrom. Dr. Martin Wilson will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Education in History. Trevor Alexander Hunt. Dr. Howard Winton will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Biology. Corey Turner Janis. Dr. Donshi Shi will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Computer Science. Dua Omar Al-Rashid. Michael Cameron Reese. Dr. Adam McGlynn will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Management and Leadership with a concentration in Public Administration. Ada Yesenia Garcia Cole. Clary S. Peralta. Latricia Ann Thomas. Dr. Carol Walker will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Education in Instructional Technology. Fatima Muhammad Al-Ghanem. Christopher A. Dubois. Amanda L. Johnson. Dr. Sheila Handy will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Management and Leadership with a concentration in organizational behavior. Ludmilla C. Alphonse. Gerdwin Bordeaux. Robert DeMarco Jr. Rachel Jennifer DeStefano. Emmanuel M. Lumbai. Corey Michael Paulina. Dr. J-Doc Lee will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Management and Leadership with a concentration in Sport Management and the Master of Science in Sport Management. Naoki Hiraegi. Nicholas Anthony Izzo. Allison Lee Procopio. Antoine Demetrius Ray. Marla Jean Simmons. Nicholas J. Spas. Dr. Stephanie McCall will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Education in Professional and Secondary Education. Miranda Kate Ford. Jacqueline Lee Kessel. Ada A. Rivera. Wenshao Elvin Sheng. Dr. Mary Beth Allen will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Education in Reading. Cheryl Lynn Delfino. Stephanie Joan Hughes. Kimberly Ann Kraseski. Samantha Marie Morrow. Dr. Heather Garrison will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Education in Special Education. Sarah E. Campbell. Jessica Lynn Pell. Kelly N. Valletto. Dr. Susan Harlan will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Education in Teaching the Developing Child. James G. Dempsey. Mary Catherine Hogan Frank. Danielle Elizabeth Wilson. Dr. Claire Lenhart will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Public Health. Mazozi Natasha Houston. Irakli Kakaridza. Nicole H. Friedberg. Alexandra Nicolette Banks. Jennifer Marie Medina. Ellie Zarate. Shunshun Zhu. Herbin. Michael J. Lilly. Andrew C. Gilmore. Dr. Gerard Rosé will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Athletic Training. Layla Ali. Trevor Scott Boehm. Stephanie Marie Belby. Christopher Thomas Bove. Zach Elliott Dennis. Claire Ann Fosselman. Scott Rodney Gallup. Alyssa Ruth Hermida. Kevin Michael Hoffman. Nicholas Wayne Keysweather. Stephanie Nicole Lochavo. Matthew Paul March III. Jonathan Christopher Marchena. Hannah Diane Marsters. Kelly Elizabeth McIntyre. Eric Richard Pollock. Natalie Goldie Pollitt. Rachel Elizabeth Robbins. Gary Robinson. Jose Joel Rodriguez Santos. Carrie Lynn Romano. Melanie Margaret Rinshaw. Rachel Lee Scalise. Nathan Paul Schenenberger. Christopher Michael Unger. Rebecca Kate Webb. Michael Xavier Williams. Joanne Rose Zazula. Dr. Chad Whitmer will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Clinical Exercise Physiology and the Master of Science in Exercise Science. Austin Dean Klinger. Carter Andrew Davis. Paul N. D'Angelo. Courtney Ann Eberhardt. Haley Elizabeth Fiddler. Alec John Fink. Parker Elise Fizz. Ariel Anne-Marie Galgano. Thank you. Sean Hagerty. Ileana Caba Hernandez. Joshua John Hostetler. Austin C. Hyatt. Mary Catherine Killeran. Ashley Elizabeth McCauley. Jeffrey Paul McKitka Jr. Kyle Joseph Mueller. Monica Paloma Nexera. Corey Clifford Nystrand. Jennifer Rose Palumbo. Alyssa Marie Saggio. Cassandra Jean Slagle. Eric Red Swan. Lindsay Nicole Trees. Thomas Anthony Venturi IV. Mary Teresa Wallach. Cody Wolf. Arnold N. Biajamba. Eric Charles DeStasi. Stephen P. Gigler. Kane B. McGovern. Shane Joseph Huntback. Muhammadu El Kaba. Zachary Daniel LeDuc. Brennan Elijah Lordich. Nicole A. Milan. Kelsey Lynn Heston. Amber Marie Maras. Danny Munar. Sarah Eileen Miles. Michael Jared Needleman. Jessica Neerwhite. Latrell Ridgway. Nicholas J. Rogan. Salah Sadawi. Ellen Patricia Stinger. Christopher James Takis. Gus Taronis. Lee L. Wolbach. Nuo Yi. Dr. Luann Magnuson will hood the degree candidates for the Master of Science in Communication Sciences and Disorders. Kelly Margaret Ackerson. Carrie Ann Adams. Gabrielle Amy Audette. Megan Annette Babconnect. Alicia M. Bercier-Novstein. Jonna L. Capel. Caitlin Elizabeth Clancy. Andrea Stephanie Creighton. Katrina Ann Creveling. Taylor Ann D'Antonio. Kyla Jean Danner. Anna Lee Christine Evans. Katie Finken. Tori Nicole France. Caitlin Alexandra Glenn. Emily Jean Gulliver. Tanya Christine Harmer. Ashley Maria Hively. Alyssa Renee Kleinman. Jillian Elizabeth Rank. Julie Ann Rarig. Sarah Ann Shidell. Morgan Kelsey Seibert. Morgan Lee Shadle. Casey Hoyt Sherman. Andrea Lynn Sokolowski. Brooke Ray Thal. Emily Zaborowski.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral and master's graduates on their academic achievements. Great job. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Frank Johnson, President of the ESU Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mr. Johnson received his bachelor's degree in health and physical education in 1974, was the proud captain of the baseball team, and upon graduation taught health and physical education 35 of his 37 years at East Stroudsburg Area School District. During his tenure, he served as department chair for 20 years and coached basketball for over 25 years and baseball for 10. Mr. Johnson has been a cooperating teacher for ESU student teachers for 33 years. His dedication to education, sports, and ESU has made him a great leader for the Alumni Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank Johnson.
Thank you. Dr. Welsh, members of the Platform Party, members of the President's Council, deans, faculty, and staff, Council of Trustees, ESU Foundation Board, our student commencement speaker, Mr. Alvin Shang, Commencement speaker Angela Harrington, members of the Student Senate, fellow alumni, parents, family and friends, and of course the graduating class of 2018. I represent the ESU Alumni Association and serve as president of its board of directors. On behalf of our organization, I offer congratulations to everyone receiving their degree this evening. Each of you wholeheartedly deserve any and all recognition for your accomplishment. So please, everyone, could we join me once again with another well-deserved round of applause for our graduates. And as long as we are on the subject of applause, have you ever noticed how many different types there are? There's polite applause, like a golf clap. We have thunderous applause when the audience is totally engaged with the speaker. Then there's that crazy category, much like the Eagles Super Bowl parade, where there's a heck of a lot more going on than just applause. Now, Dr. Welsh is always busting me about seeking cheap applause. So with your help, I would like to test her theory, and we will let her decide. Is everyone ready? Okay. It is now my honor and privilege to inform you, wait for it, I am your last speaker of the evening. That's not cheap. That's not cheap. That was certainly not cheap. Thank you very much. As a retired educator and coach in support of alumni, I follow ESU's athletic program very closely through each of the last 3 seasons. These past couple of years, we've been blessed with a number of men's and women's championship teams who have won division, conference, regional, and national titles. Through their work ethic, extra effort, and personal sacrifice, the athletes representing these teams proudly wear the title of champion. They have worked together to bring distinction and pride to themselves, their teams, and our university. Well, tonight we acknowledge another group of champions. So those of you sitting before me, please look to your left and look to your right. Look at those sitting in front of you and behind you. Each of you are holding your own well-earned degree, which I believe qualifies you to be designated a champion because each of you have brought distinction and pride to yourself, your family, and our university. Now, work ethic, you may ask. You stayed the course. You negotiated the obstacles. You persevered through adversity. You worked through the frustrations. You accomplished your goals. Extra effort. You learned time management the hard way. You crammed research and studied, seeking the answers when you were stymied. You met near impossible deadlines, and you are now holding on to your reward. Personal sacrifice. You found the time when there wasn't any. You missed a lot of stuff along the way. Family time, special events, social functions, financial opportunities, and many other sacrifices that were very personal to you. You went above and beyond. You surely had some help along the way as you worked towards completing your degree with your own personal support group. But ultimately, it came down to you and your own convictions. So yes, we believe you have earned the right to be called a true champion. So congratulations and welcome to the ESU Alumni Association. We're an organization of over 40,000 strong, and our numbers have risen today now that you have joined us. Our mission is to engage, connect, support, and celebrate alumni and friends of ESU, just like you. So I guess I charge you to get involved because you are now one of us. You will always have a connection with East Stroudsburg University through your own accomplishments, your relationships, and your professional triumphs that you'll ultimately enjoy in the future. It has been a sometimes difficult, but hopefully rewarding journey to obtain your degree. So I invite you to enjoy your new status as an ESU alumni. Come back and join us for an event or a performance. We would love to see you at homecoming in October to celebrate with you. There are regional alumni chapters all over the place. Bucks, Montgomery, Chester, and Delaware counties, the Lehigh Valley, Philadelphia, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, DC, Florida, just to name a few. They've been established to help you catch up with friends and fellow alumni in a casual happy hour atmosphere. In fact, if you live in Monroe County, We just established a chapter here last year. And we're getting together next week, get your calendars out, on Wednesday, May 9th at 5:30. Yeah, I'm getting dry. At the Sycamore Grill in Delaware Water Gap. You're cordially invited to join us, so please register online. And for everyone else, wherever you choose to settle, you may wish to start up your own alumni chapter, so please let us know. We can help. You should stay informed of upcoming events and fellow alumni accomplishments on the alumni website. Stay connected through social media and make sure you're on the Alumni Herald mailing list. Make ESU a destination to stay in touch with some of those people who've been so important to you these past few years. Roommates, teammates, professors, mentors, coaches, and friends. Consider paying it forward by serving as a mentor yourself to an ESU student who shares the same career path as you do. Take the time to reflect on how this place has helped to prepare you for your future and continue to demonstrate your warrior pride. So once again, congratulations. Now go out and celebrate your own personal championship with your own special support group. Best of luck to everyone, and thank you again for your heartfelt applause.
Thank you, Frank. Let's now give a round of applause for the ESU Commencement Band. They played all the way through this ceremony, and their conductor, Mr. Vincent LaRosso. And again, congratulations to our graduates. This is a proud day for East Stroudsburg University, for you, and for your families. On behalf of the faculty and staff of ESU, I extend our every wish for healthy and productive lives. In the years ahead, remember your alma mater. We need you to be here for us as we have been there for you. With your help and support, we will continue to provide future graduates with the foundation they need to be successful as we know you will be in the years ahead. Now, will everyone please stand for the singing of the alma mater led by ESU Junior, again, Angelica Ramirez. Lyrics to the alma mater are found on the last page of your program, and it's perfectly fine to sing along.
Alma mater, thy hall so majestically stand in the midst of a landscape unique. Through the seasons we toil with our bodies and minds in pursuit of the wisdom we seek. A mystical charm binds thy children to thee. Each incoming class feels its spell. Those who leave thee regretful thy beauties recall, which deep in their memories dwell.
Thank you so much. So, will the audience and graduates please be seated and remain seated until the platform party and the faculty have recessed. Again, we offer our best wishes and congratulations to the class of 2018.